Shalom, shalom. This is the brother Kadar Bond of Mississippi GMS Gulf Coast. I'd like to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak, Kadash. Double honors are disposed, given unto the apostle elders of Great Millstone, men who have labored in this truth, making their lives and their bodies a living sacrifice for over 30 plus years. I also like to say shalom to the hopeful elect, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, scattered to the four winds of the earth, north, south, east, and west. I also like to say shalom to the various GMS camps, heads of those camps, elders. I also like to send a shalom to any of you Akim that are out on the highways and hedges, bringing forth this 100% truth. Not named GMS, but walking in one body and one spirit in Yahweh Shai. To you all, shalom. Lord willing, this be edifying. Had a conversation with a close relative and female relative, and just to jump into it, Eve is just so easy to deceive. Eve is so easy to deceive, and Eve prey. Well, I ain't gonna say Eve prey upon other Eves. Their spirits are drawn to one another to just be folly and foolishness, have no real thought of repercussions or consequences of their actions. Eve don't take in consideration the things of the past, the atrocities been done to her in particular, and people who look like her. They take none of these things into thought when they're making decisions. Anyway, I want to go into a definition right here because this relative of mine was asking me about some friend girl of hers that had gotten a grant, and had used the grant to open up a small business and also paid off some bills. I mean, scriptures say, use the world but not abuse the world. But we in the know, Lord willing, we be those men of the hopeful elect, start with the apostle elders on down. We understand that anything that you do in this society comes with it comes with strings attached. I guess would be the best way to say that. It comes with strings attached. Even though they get grants of things that in most cases are not, you do not have to pay them back, so they say, but they still come with strings attached. And since this ordeal with the CV Axle 19 and the housing crash back in 2008 and whatnot, them bailing out the bankers and whatnot, they was always looking for an opportunity to trap the people by and large. And now they have had the opportunity with CV Axle 19, rent moratoriums, grace periods on paying bills and all these other little things that have come about here in the past few years. And guess what? These things come with strings attached. People are getting kicked out their homes. They were reporting these things, but now they've taken a back seat to other things because they don't want you to keep up with the atrocities, with the repercussions of what you've done when you take handouts from these people. And then, and this specifically for Eve and you Jakes too. I mean you male Jakes too. But specifically Eve, because she has a history of being deceived. All you gotta do is just throw her something, Anyway, I want to look up this right here. It says government grant definition. And I'm going to look this up. I can't pronounce that word. I'm not real good at pronouncing words. As you can tell if you listen to my videos, I'm not very astute in pronunciation. You know? But it's just one of my, I guess, one of my downfalls. Anyway, let me read this right here. It reads, government grant definition, Investopedia. Anyway, a government grant is a non-stringing, is a no strings financial award given by the federal, state, or local government to fund some type of beneficiary project. Let's see here. Grant money. Let's go into Wikipedia. Grant money. A grant is a fund given by an entity, often a public body, charitable foundation, or a specialized grant-making institution to an individual or other. And let's go into this. No, I should have went to that good. Let me see. I'm gonna read a few of these definitions, then I'm gonna go into some precepts. Like I say, these Eve jump on anything that this society passes out. They have all kind of entitlements. You understand? Food stamps, alimony. Even college loans. When you go into the history of that, they're more and likely to get a college loan or get things, handed to them than say the mail. And that's just across the board, but for Lakia, we're dealing with the women of Israel, mainly the so-called black woman. Because she operates with no thought and no impunity to her actions. She think not. Her whole world revolves around what she can get in that very moment. That's it. Her world extends no further than what she can get, what she can gain. And one could say she's hardwired that way. But anyway, a grant is a fund given by an entity, often a public body, charitable foundation, or specialized grant-making institution to an individual or other entities, usually a non-profit organization, sometimes a business or a local government body, for a specific purpose linked to public benefits. Unlike loans, grants are not to be paid back. Listen to this, and it's the key word right here. Unlike loans, and they highlighted everything that, grants are not to be paid back. And why? I mean, you got this country has money to just give you. I mean, this is reminiscence of them when they come over here and stole this land, and they was writing back to, putting in newspaper articles, free land, come over here and farm the land, stake your claim on the land, and you get land grants and whatnot. This country is hundreds of trillions of dollars in debt. They've been screaming $23 trillion since the day before 9/11. And they still screaming at 23 trillion right now today. So, that's a lie, just like they say so-called blacks make up 13% of the overall population of the U.S. And they've been screaming that lie since the late 80s. So, you can only take Esau about as far as you can throw him. You understand? So, his word is crap. But not to digress, he ain't giving you no free money. But these so-called women, black women, they believe that to be the case. They believe that to be the case. Now, mind you, this man is on the verge of crashing this place, crashing the dollar. You can just go research World War II and what happened to Germany. I mean, this is recent history. This ain't 80-year-old history. You understand? But when your whole world revolves around Snapchat and how many likes you can get, Facebook and all that other nonsense, you understand? Ooh, and they giving that free money. You know what I'm talking about? You can't see. And this is an age-old deal between so-called white man and the so-called black woman. He keep her all mixed up and chasing the tail like a cat chasing the tail type of deal. And he just keeps the Jake men just in a frenzy. I mean, they don't have anything better to do. I mean, it just leaves you for, lost for words, man. It leaves you lost for words. Anyway, it says unlike loans, grants are not to be paid back. And I wonder what this is. It says Latin grant dated 1329, written on fine, what it is, parchment or volume with seal, European Union. Oh, getting that. Let's see, grant effectiveness. Anyway, let's go back. Let's look at something. Let's see, government grants and loans, USA Gov. April 13, 2021. What is a grant from the government? A grant is one of the ways the government funds ideas and projects to provide. Let's look into this real quick. Because these grants are given on local, state, and federal levels. Benefits, grants, loans. Anyway, let's read. Learn about government grants and loans for states and organizations. The government does not offer free money. Right there. The government does not offer free money. But we just read that unlike a loan, a grant does not have to be paid back. So what's the strings? What's the gimmick here? Because this man can't do no good. He cannot do anything good. He can't make a mistake and do nothing good. You understand? But so-called black woman she don't realize that. It's just like a damn fish out there just see a worm on a hook. And he done seen 100,000 of his friends get snagged by that damn hook, and he'll still go up there and grab that damn worm and get snagged by that hook. That's the damn black woman. Well, look at that. Learn about government grants and loans for states and organizations. The government does not offer free money. And they put that in parentheses. So that means there's some strings attached. Anyway, for individuals. Oh, look at that. Just a few words further. For individuals. The government does not offer free money for individuals. If you are seeking help, please visit our benefit page. Free money from the government. Now that's a contradiction. It just says the government does not offer free money, and then it says on their page, free money from the government, government grants, government loans. Let's see, free money from the government. The federal government does not offer grants or free money to individuals to start a business or cover personal expenses, contrary to what you might see online or in the media. Websites or other publications claim to offer free money from the government are often scams. Report them to the Federal Trade Commission, or the FTC. The government does offer federal benefit programs designated to help individuals and families in need become self-sufficient or lower their expenses. So these be scams. They giving you $20,000, you ain't got to pay it back, and then they come and they go tell the next woman, "Oh girl, they giving away free money. All you do is get a grant, and you can go start your business, and you can pay your bills. And my cousin just did it, and I did it, and you know what I'm saying." These things come with strings attached, but that, like I say, a woman can't see no further than what she oohing and ahhing and visualizing right in that moment. Whatever she, a new iPhone, $1,500. That Grant can get that for her, and she go drop it in the damn tub tomorrow. $1,500. You know what I'm saying? What use is this? I mean, like I said, these things come with strings attached. That's the whole ordeal, the whole premise of this. It says government grants. Learn about federal government grants, who qualifies, and how to get them. Free grants and grant scams. Search and apply for government grants. Those are, yeah. It says government loans. Okay, we're not dealing with loans because this was told about grants. Okay, so we're gonna go back. I'm really looking for something in particular. I don't want to harp on this too long. I'm gonna grab a few precepts after. I one more search here. Let's see. Is this it? This is grants sums of money provided. And they pretty much saying the same thing here. When you log onto these different tabs, these different pages, it says, what the heck? I hate these damn pop-ups and whatnot. Grant. Guess that was an Englishman. Anyway, grant. Word forms plural, third person singular, present tense grants. Anyway, it says countable noun. A grant is an amount of money. That a government, Slakia, or institution gives to an individual or to an organization for particular purposes such as education or home improvements. They'd got a special grant to encourage research. Unfortunately, my application for a grant was rejected. Synonyms: awards, allowance. See that? Donations, endowment, more synonyms for grants. An award, allowance. What they rewarding you with for? It says, no, that is not what I'm looking for. Give, allow, present, award, more synonyms for grants. Word grant is something is true, you accept it. Okay, no. Okay. One more. Bob Shaw, one more. Let's see if we can find one. Federal Pell Grants Programs, Department of Education. What is it? Federal Pell Grant. SBA. This is what I think they be talking about. The SBA provides limited small business grants and grants to states and page for information about CV Act 19 financial assistance. Financial aid is money to help pay for college or career school grants, work study loans, and scholarship help make college more. Government grant scams. Anyway, let me see. I'm looking for something in particular. Let's go right here. And they're gonna give it to me. Esau, his line information, you have to peel it back like a damn onion. You know what I'm saying? So you have to. What is a government grant? A government grant is a financial award given by federal, state, or local government authorities for beneficial projects. It is effectively a transfer payment. A grant does not include technical assistance or other financial assistance such as a loan or loan guarantee and interest rate direct appropriation or revenue sharing. The grant is not expected to repay the money. The grantee is not expected to pay the money, but is expected to use the funds for the grant for their stated purpose, which typically serves some larger good. In certain cases, there may also be revenue sharing agreements with the government. For instance, if in the case of a discovery that leads to a profit generating patent, what it says, 26 federal agencies administer more than 1,000 grant programs annually to provide funding for the arts, the science, and education institution. So they funding you money for your ideas. And if it leads to something profitable, guess what? They gonna take control of it. Government grants help fund ideas and projects providing public service and stimulating the economy. That's a scam. This economy through. You see, these are scams. But the black woman, she don't do no reading. She don't do no research. She can care less. As long as she get her nails done, some eyelashes 2 inches long, look like damn fan blades on a fan. You know, some of that stringy straight hair sewed in or pressed permed or whatever. Makeup foundation takes 4 hours to put it on and 3 hours to wash it off. You know, and wear something revealing. You know, she don't care nothing about the give me the money. I worry with the repercussions of whatever later. Just I need it right now. It's late at night out, and you know, all that other buffoonery that come along with anyway. For example, an economic program may be designed to strengthen empirical and theoretical economic analysis, as well as the methods for rigorous research on economic behavior. Grants may also support critical recovery initiatives, agricultural products, and innovative research in all sorts of fields. One more, Slacky. One more.
According to Online Etymology Dictionary, late 14c, something granted, authoritative bestowal of a privilege, etc., from Anglo-French grant, Old French grant, collateral variant of Crean, promise, assurance, vow, agreement, pact, will, wish, pleasure, from creanter, be pleasing, assure, promise, guarantee, confirm, authorize, see grant, v.
Verb. C grant V. Let's see. Well, you see it there. Something granted, bestowed, privilege, etc. Earlier use allowed. Let's see. Consist of an earlier use also grunt. Early 13th circle to allow, permit something consists to a prayer, request, etc. Old French granteur, valiant of I can't authorize. As you see this, you can read this. Transfer possession of in any formal way, meaning admit to, true, acknowledge. Let's go into you've been granted the truth, I guess. Regard as not recurring proof, the irregular change. Let's see. Let's see if we can find more of the grant. It says, give a judge due or bias, be willing to concede, allow to have, bestow, especially officially, give over, surrender, relinquish to physical control or other, transfer by deed, a monetary aid now, an act of providing a subsidy, a transfer of property by deed or convenience, contract granting the right to operate, subsidies, a right or privilege that has been granted, grant. Whole bunch of nuts. Anyway, let me get up out of it. Hey, you know what comes to mind? Let's go real quick. A gift destroys the heart. A gift destroys the heart. Let's see. Ecclesiastes 7, I believe. Yeah. I'm going to go straight to the point. Now, let me start at verse 5. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise. You know what I'm talking about? You try to tell, man, look, man, that is a bunch of nothing. Be satisfied with what you can get daily. You understand? Because this place is about over with, And you have family members closest to you, may live under the roof with you. And you tell them these things, or they hear these things. They hear you, doing videos, this, that, and the third. And then they come ask you this worldly crap about some grants and whatnot. But you know what? All things considered, women, for the most part, just do what you do. Just do what you do. Let's just call it a spade a spade. Just do what you do. Because there's no change in a woman's mind. You understand? Her mind's not set up like that. Her mind is more carnal than anything. She don't come off as a spiritual. You could tell a woman something over and over, and they really don't get it. And if they do start bending or start making themselves more susceptible to what you're saying, the moment you slack off from that continuous or that consistent, that consistency that you put in the effort into trying to get them to do what is right, you understand? Get them to do what is expected of them. Give it a few weeks. Just give it a few weeks. Give it a month or so, and you'll find yourself right back at square one, reminding them that, hey, this is what you should be concerned with, not that. They are children. That's all they are. Grown children. That's what they are. I'm gonna call it like I see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go into being harsh, but that's what they are. Grown children. And do you not have to change? Always correct the child? Always. Seem like you're just doing it to no end. And once they become grown, guess what? You're doing it to no end. You find out that a damn woman is still a child at mind. And a child at mind only wants what the child wants. And a woman is the same way. Anyway, verse 5, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise. So you're going to have to always correct them. Lord willing, you're going to have to always correct them. That for a man to hear the song of fools, but you listening to these other foolish women out here with this foolishness. You listening to these fools out here, talking about nothing. You got World War III looming. You got the monetary system is finna go through a big overhaul where there ain't gonna be nothing physical as far as money concerned. That's finna be the thing of the past. You go into these damn shelves, you go into these stores, these Walmarts, and you go in some of these dollar stores and whatnot, thrift stores, and damn, the damn shelves look like a homeless person. Just a skinny. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to make any fun of anyone that's homeless, but And that may have not been the right. Well, the shells are skinny. Let's put it like that. They're lacking. But these type of things go right over the heads of most people, especially damn women. Unless they got a lack of hair, lack of nails, a lack of goddamn what them things they put on their eyes, or eyelashes, them fans. I call them fans. Makeup. You go to any hair store at any given time, from the time they open to the time they close, and you'll see Honda cars parked at the damn hair store. Because black women love Honda cars. That's why I said Honda cars. And they there from the time they open to the time they close. Looking a hot mess, a lot of them. You understand? Anyway. Verse 6, it says, "For as the crackling of thorns under a pot," did I say that right? Yes. "So is the laughter of the fool. This also is vanity." Vanity. Worthless. The things that these foolish ass women are out here trying to accomplish, trying to achieve and whatnot, just because that the society say they can. Won't listen to no man. You understand? Won't listen to no man with some type of understanding. You know what I'm talking about? Some type of right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? Some type of moral compass. You know? No, I'm not listening to that. Anyway, but these gifts. This is the point right here. In verse 7, it says, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad," and it does. You tired of being squeezed by the society? Had to get up and you had to get up and go deal with the oppressor. Had to go deal with these other nations of people. You understand? But these so-called black women, they gladly go do it. They can suppress their humanity. You understand? And go along to get along. Accept all kind of madness. Niggas walking around here sashaying like goddamn like Prince. And they all for it. Accept any kind of madness. You know what I'm talking about? Because she want to be separate from your ass any damn way. She don't want to listen to what's right. Let me do it the hell I want to do. And a gift destroyed the heart. And you give them anything. You know what I'm saying? Stamps, any kind of tanner, and any type of entitlements. Man, he ain't no man. I done met women like that before. I done met women like that. The water how about Shim Y'all Shy. I never dealt with women like that, but I know of them women, personal, run-ins with women that talk that madness. And for the most part, most of women are like that to some degree or another. Put them in the right situation, and you can't tell a woman nothing. You can't tell a woman nothing. And that's what it is. Let's start about another. Let's go, let me see. I think this is a good one. I'm just going through the spirit. Really, because dealing with madness, you have to deal with it day to day. Each time you leave your home, you have to deal with it, man. But sometimes you have to deal with stuff, just now you get to the point where do what you gonna do. Do what you gonna do. Do what you gonna do. That is not what I was looking for. Let's try it over here. Let's see if this is it. Listen to this here. This by and large goes for the nation of Israel. You 2/3 so-called blacks, Latinos, Native, and Seminole American, but especially so-called black folks. You understand what I'm saying? This is real. This is Romans 16. This is our brother Paul speaking here, and it reads, let's go to verse 17. It says, Romans 16 and 17, it says, "Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which call division and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. And you know what? And now that's going into some stuff that's going on right now, amongst men who know that Israel. You understand? That's happening right now, And I'm just marrying this to Jake's all together. Mark them that cause division. You know what I'm talking about? And offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. And how we learn these things? We learn these doctrines by way of our apostle elders. That's why we give double honors to apostle elders of Great Millstone. And the apostle elders learned them from men that came before them, like King Marshall, Abba Bibbins. And that was given on to the men that came before the elders by way of Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Ruach Kadash. You try to avoid that madness. And like I said, and this madness is going on right now between a certain group. I'm not even going to mention them. You understand? All the brothers know, And they still with the madness. I was looking at a video about 4 or 5 hours ago. They had just put the video. It was screaming 53 minutes. And these clowns still with the madness. Most High got them bugged out. Got demons just swamped them. Got legions on these brothers, these ninjas. Because right now they ain't even acting like brothers. You know what I'm saying? But let me get to verse 18. It says, for they that are such serve not our Lord Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. And when you talking about 2/3 now, when you're talking about 2/3, you know what I'm saying, they deceive one another all day, every day, talking about nothing. All their words is vain, profane babbling. It's about nothing, to be honest with you, about nothing. But now when you're talking about men who the Lord has dealt with them on knowledge on certain levels and keyword scholarship, you understand? You have people that look up to these men, you understand, and hear this bull, And I'm not finna ride on the people who listening to them, but guess what? If you're listening to that and you know in your heart of hearts and your mind of mind and your spirit that ain't correct, then you know what to do. You're supposed to avoid that. You're supposed to avoid that. And likewise, because I don't want to digress off the subject that I'm on. You damn women, but you women can't avoid foolishness because foolishness is a part of your spirit. Matter of fact, let me go real quick. Let's go back to the Old Testament because this, Job. Let's see what is this 39. Yeah, 39. Real quick, I'm gonna go straight to the point with this one. This is Job 39:17, and it reads, because Yahweh the Father, Yahweh, our power, had not deprived her of wisdom. Most I ain't give women wisdom. That's why he made the man Lord over the woman. Because she liable to do anything, you just leave her to her own devices. You understand what I'm saying? Freedom. To do what she want to do. Gad abroad to do what she want to do. Most of them going to turn into hoes. Let's just call it what it is. It is what it is. They're on these Snapchats and whatnot, with 500 likes, 70 likes, 7,000 likes, fans only, and all that other madness. You understand what I'm saying? Because guess what? They're left to their own devices. They're not going to come up with anything wise if you leave a woman to her own devices. Single women and single moms and all that. That's not in the scripture. You don't see single moms and none of that in the scripture. That is a part of the curses, though, when you get to Deuteronomy 28. Because men will leave, they'll have children and they'll leave them. So that's a part of the curses that has been made, a thing, an astonishment, and something to look upon on the nation of Israel. But you can't get a woman to see these things. They shun the scriptures for the most part. Now, that's just not to say this all women, but the majority, because there are some women that try to put the correct foot forward, try to be in some type of order, So if the shoe don't fit, it's not talking about you, you know. It goes without saying. When you're screwing up, and that's across the board. That's anybody, whether you publicly announce that or not. You know. Job 39:17, because God, I'm gonna read it verbatim. God had deprived her of wisdom, neither had He imparted to her understanding. That's why you constantly got to stay on a woman. It's Job talking to his woman, and Job was well-to-do in those days. Had all that he could want, and he was a righteous man. But then guess what? His woman wasn't. When the Most High and the spiritual demon Satan started putting him to the test, guess what? That woman was ready to get up out of there. So that lets you know that most women are just there for what you got. There ain't no true love when it comes to these women. They just there for what you got. And as soon as you ain't got it, guess what? They gone. The 2 G's got and gone. Get up out of here. Go find the next. That's how they are, though, I was thinking about another precept. Let me see. I was thinking about. Yeah, cause I think it's in. Let's see. I think it's in. See, a lot of this goes down to the company keep. Like I say, women are busybodies that run their mouths, this, that, and the third, and they like gossiping, secret keeping, and all that other. That's what this phone is for. When you see a woman on a phone, and they always got the phone on, what it is, they ain't got it ringing. They always got the phone on silent. Man, look at him. You the bitch, keep it real. You probably want to get you another woman. Let's keep it real. You probably want to get you another woman. She always got her phone on silent. You think I'm saying? They are the most secretest, sneaky snakes there is, a damn woman. And they keep company of the same sorts. Amos 3:3, can two walk together unless they be agreed? It's the company that they keep. Thick as thieves they are. Being a little cynical. Anyway, let me see. Let me see if I can find this precept. Let's see, 15. About bad company. Bad company. Let's see. Just rejoicing. Yeah, this is it right here. This is what I was talking about. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 33, and it reads, "Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners." You understand what I'm saying? You dealing with people that speaking dumb junk all the time. You understand? And you may have been brought up a way which was unbecoming of the behavior that you displaying now. It's because the company you keep, the stuff that you speak out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That you regurgitate, that you hear in the little circles you run in. Just deceptive. To say the least, just deceptive. Yeah, and you know what? I want to go right back to the New Testament. Job 15. Let's see. Closer to the 30s again, because see, we deceive ourselves a lot of times, and knowingly. Job 15 and 31, and it reads, "With the breath of his mouth shall he go away." It says, 31, it says, "Let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. You know what I'm saying? You being deceived and trusting in vain things, money. That's vain. Especially this money of the day, because like I said, this man finna get ready to flip the monetary system into something that's unseen. It's a computer code, and you're gonna be the code. You walk past these little scanners and stuff, just like when you walk in and out of a hospital or any of these supermarkets and whatnot. What you walk up to the door and a sensor senses you, and the door opens up automatically. Same way you gonna be able to pay for things, goods and bills and all that other type of stuff. You're gonna walk up to these gas pumps. You're gonna walk up to these counters to pay for your stuff, and sensor gonna sense you. You understand? From your forehead to your hands. You know what I'm talking about? And you're gonna walk right on out. They even got commercials promoting that. But you want these vain things. You understand? Vain things, stuff that ain't worth nothing. Take these folk money. These folk like I said, these things come with strings attached. Strings attached. Jake, for the most part, don't care though. They do not care. They do not care. And that's okay. That's quite all right. That's quite all right. I'm gonna close out with this right here. I've been rambling, because it's really just it's really through the spirit. Just you get tired of listening to Jake with this nonsensical talk. That's why you don't deal with the world. And I'm roughly paraphrasing. It says not to be around those who are not in the truth. Unequally yoked with evildoers. That's why you stay to yourself and only camp and fellowship with the brothers for the most part. You got to go in the world. You got to go to work. Because you got to get your daily bread. You dig what I'm saying? But that's time that you tolerate. You tolerate that. You understand? Because you know the conditions you under, these curses. And that's basically what I'm doing. I'm just venting out a little toleration. Been tolerating dumb junk. So I'm just answering some of the frustration through the spirit. Basically. Anyway, let me close out with this. This is Matthew chapter 6. And straight to the point. This is our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, speaking. It says, verse 19, and I'm going to get straight to the point. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. That goes without saying. You to lay your treasures in heaven. Building up that spiritual bank account, by doing what? Doing these lessons. You understand? Going out on them highways and hedges. Studying, praying, fasting. Not only just readers of the word, but also doers with all sincerity, rehearsing the righteous acts. Because this money down here ain't about nothing, It ain't hitting on nothing. And sad but true, women, for the most part, not going to get that. Lord willing, this was edified. I like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors given to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. And with that, Shalom.